Hi, my name is Carla, and I'm a teacher at the Greater Valley YMCA. We are going to learn about bugs today, and I am going to read a story called Ask Kermit All About Bugs by D.K. Sullivan, illustrated by Joe Evers and John Carrozza. Hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here. Robin and I are going on a bug hunt. You want to come along? What are bugs? Bugs are what we call our creepy, crawly little pals. But actually, some bugs are insects and some are spiders. All insects have 6 legs and most have wings. Ants are insects. So are bees. Beetles, flies, and grasshoppers are insects. 2. Even butterflies are insects. Spiders have 8 legs and no wings, so they're not insects. In this book, you'll see many kinds of bugs. Not all of them are shown life-size. Some are bigger and some are smaller. Ladybug, grasshopper, spider, and an ant. How many kinds of bugs are there? Scientists have already named almost 1 million kinds of bugs, but altogether there may be 4 million kinds in the world. I'd hate to have to come up with names for the other 3 million. How long have bugs been on the earth? The first bugs probably lived 400 million years ago. That's a very long time ago, way before the first dinosaurs appeared. The first bug was 400 million years ago. The first frog, 200 million years ago. The first dinosaur, 180 million years ago. And the first person, 500,000 years ago. What is the smallest bug? It's the teeny tiny fairy fly, kind of wasp. It's only 1/100th of an inch long. That's much smaller than the period at the end of the sentence. What is the biggest bug? See this big guy? That's the longest bug we know of. It's called a walking stick. It's about 15 inches long, almost as long as this book when it is open. What are some special things that bugs can do? They can glow in the dark. Fireflies have a special part in their body that can light up when they breathe in. They can make a lot of noise. Crickets make their summer night sounds by scraping their leathery front wings together, and you can hear some bug sounds from a mile away. And they can hop really far. Fleas can hop 13 inches, about the length of an egg carton. If a grown-up could jump as well as a flea, he would be able to jump 700 feet. That's more than 2 football fields. Now, how far do you think you can jump? How do bugs hear? They hear with their hair. I'm not kidding. Instead of ears, they have special hairs on their bodies that pick up sound. Some bugs can hear sounds as far as miles away. How do bugs taste? Yummy. No, only fooling. Some bugs taste with their feet. Other bugs use their antennae, the 2 stalks that stick out of their heads. Some bugs use their antennae and legs to smell things too. What's the difference between a butterfly and a moth? Here's a little poem to help you remember. Butterflies are day guys. Moths are out at night. Moths are dull in color. Butterflies are bright. But do you know what? Butterflies and moths both start out as caterpillars. See that? Butterflies are bright and moths are dull. They don't have the colors that butterflies do. How does a caterpillar turn into a butterfly? See this beautiful butterfly? Can you believe once it looked like a worm? It did. Here's what happened. First, the butterfly starts out as a tiny caterpillar. It ate and ate and it shed its skin. It spun a little piece of silk to hang from. It hung from a stem of a plant with its head down and shed again. It was now a chrysalis. Then it went to sleep for a few months. It was changing. When it woke up, it shed its skin one last time. It turned into a butterfly. How can a fly walk upside down? Flies have sticky feet, so they can hang onto any surface, walls, windows, under shelves, and even on the ceiling. Do flies have eyes? Yes. Like most bugs, flies have eyes that are made up of hundreds of smaller eyes that work together with these special eyes. Flies can see in almost all directions at the same time. Whew! It makes me dizzy just to think about it. What is inside of a beehive? It's noisy. After all, there are 60,000 bees in here. These bees belong to the same happy family. They all have one mother called the queen bee. Her job is to lay eggs. Worker bees serve as nurses, guards, and food scouts. They feed and take care of the queen and her young. How does a bee make honey? A bee drinks sweet juice or nectar that it gets from flowers. It keeps the nectar inside its body in a bag called a honey sac. There, the nectar changes into honey. When the bee returns to the hive, it takes the honey out of the honey sac and stores it in the honeycomb. Later, the bees in the hive eat the honey. What do ants eat? The last time I went on a picnic, I found out. They eat chocolate, cake, corn chips, and that's not all. Some ants are meat eaters, and some are plant eaters. Some ants eat seeds. Other ants eat sweet juice given off by tiny bugs called aphids. What's inside an anthill? Let's take a look. An anthill is made up of many rooms connected to tunnels. The queen has her own room where she lays her eggs. Other rooms are used for nurseries where workers ants take care of baby ants. There are also rooms for resting and for storing food. How do spiders spin webs? Webs are a great way for spiders to catch bugs to eat. Spiders make a special silk thread in their bodies that oozes out as they move around and around to spin their webs. And there's the amazing thing. Spider webs have some sticky threads and some unsticky ones. Spiders know the difference, so they won't get caught in their own webs. Do spiders bite? Yes, some do. But in the United States, only 2 kinds of spiders have bites that are dangerous. Watch out for the black widow spider and the brown recluse spider. Okay, your turn. Now that you know a lot about creepy crawlies, you can be bugologist. First find a grown-up, then find a bug. Ask the grown-up to help you put a glass over the bug so you can get a good look at it. How many legs does it have? Does it have wings? Is it an insect? A spider? Do you know what kind of bug it is? Don't forget to let it go. I hope you enjoyed the book. We'll see you again next time. Goodbye.